Who's your MVP with a week to go in the regular season?
First of all, I believe J.J. Watt is the best player in the National Football League.
Wow.
The best player. That tape was evidence of how he can take over a game, and we saw all the stats, all the numbers, and they're all very impressive. When I look at the tape, I see much more than those numbers. The numbers really don't show you what he forces an offense to do.
Yeah.
Double team him, chip him, keep the tight end on that side. All those things that you don't see in the stats. Now, that makes him the best player in the NFL.
Yeah, not necessarily the most valuable.
And studying all these quarterbacks all season long, Russell Wilson is the league MVP.
Wow.
Now, hey, we're talking about beast mode, what he did last night. Russell Wilson has been spectacular. And I catalog all his plays this season. And I call those plays outside of structure, where he scrambled and ran, scrambled and threw the ball. He averages about 9.5 yards on every one of those plays outside of structure. Those don't show up in the stats. What that tells me, the offensive line has been mediocre. The wide receivers, as we all know, are not great. There's very little separation. He makes so many plays out of structure. There were some games, I don't think they would have been in games that they won if it wasn't for Russell Wilson. He's my MVP.
Right. And the problem with Russell Wilson, why he won't win it, is because he's not a volume passer. And we look
they want the numbers.
Yeah, now he's going to almost have 1,000 yards rushing. How about that?
Yeah.
I mean, so you're right, Jaws. I mean, he's a guy that really puts this team on his back, and you don't see it because it's not fancy. It's not, well, he didn't throw 5 touchdowns in a game. It's okay, I made a first down and I moved the ball. But here again, J.J. Watt, a lot of people are talking about J.J. Watt being the MVP. I agree with you. Outstanding player. Might be the best player in football. It's an offensive award. It's just like it's like the Heisman Trophy. Are you kidding me? It's an offensive award.
You play defense.
Yeah, defense.
Right?
But I'm just telling you.
I figured that.
Hey, let me ask you.
You're still angry. You're still angry.
In any sport, when you talk about MVP of the league, in basketball goes an offensive player. Don't go no defensive guy. In hockey, in baseball, in football the same way. I mean, you have to be. I mean,
Lawrence
everything
Taylor.
has to be
Remember
Lawrence Taylor. One guy.
Okay.
Yeah, one guy in college football.
Is J.J. when you look at his numbers, 5 touchdowns?
Yeah.
5 touchdowns?
LT never had 5 touchdowns.
5 touchdowns. It doesn't matter. He's a defensive player. He scored 5 touchdowns.
We're talking about quarterbacks throwing 40 touchdowns, 50 touchdown passes. I mean, come on. I mean, I love the guy, but
okay. So who wins? You say Russell should win, and that J.J.'s the best player. Who do you think the media? Who's
Aaron Rodgers?
Because it's that stat line. They love the touchdowns.
They love the stat line, and he pretty much had a lock on it until that clunker in Buffalo.
That's exactly
Really, that brought him down to the pack. But I think at the end of the day, people like the numbers.